Welcome back, I am Sage and you are watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney. This is the Stocks in Action show. So let's have a look at the ASX 200 and the ASX listed stocks that are trending today. The S&P ASX 200 is lower today, dropping 53.70 points or 0.76% to 7,043.3 after setting a new 52-week high. The bottom performing stocks in this index are Suncorp Group Limited down by 4.64% and Lynas Rare Earths Limited down as well by 4.33%. The S&P ASX 200 index has lost 0.74% for the last 5 days but sits 1.81% below its 52-week high. 10 of 11 sectors are lower today, along with the S&P ASX 200 index. Information technology is the best performing sector, gaining 1.70% and rebounding from its recent decline. Information technology sector is off 7.26% for the past 5 days. And on that note, let's now have a look at some major news from the ASX listed companies. Let's have a look at the first big news coming from Classic Minerals, who rises on the ASX after commissioning of the 𝐾𝐄 gold processing plant, and the share price of Classic Minerals Limited increased by 50% to 0.001 Australian dollars, current at 11:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, on the back of an upbeat news about successful assembling and commissioning of the 𝐾𝐄 gold processing plant. Classic Minerals' 𝐾𝐄 gold processing plant has a 30 tonne per hour or TPH capacity and is scalable to a 𝐾𝐄 Python size plant with a processing capacity of 250 TPH. Classic Minerals is optimistic to achieve the first gold recovery by the end of August 2021 through the 𝐾𝐄 processing plant. And moving on to the next big news. FINEOS concludes acquisition of 𝐕𝐢𝐝 for cash payment of 5.2 million Australian dollars. International leading provider of core systems for life, accident and health insurance carriers, FINEOS Corporation Holdings plc has completed the acquisition of the 𝐕𝐢𝐝, which followed the satisfaction or waiver of conditions precedent and other completion requirements. FCL had inked a binding agreement with Diglin Technologies LLC or 𝐕𝐢𝐝 to acquire the issued securities for an upfront cash payment of 5.2 million Australian dollars. And meanwhile, let's look at the other ASX listed stocks in the news today. Financial research firm Citi raises Suncorp's financial year 21 to financial year 23 profit guidance. Citi Research cuts rating to neutral from buy and lifts price target to 11.80 Australian dollars, up from 11.40 Australian dollars. On Australia's second biggest insurer by market value, Suncorp Group Limited. As per the Refinitiv data, Citi has lifted the financial year 2021 core net profit estimate by 2% to 986.3 million Australian dollars and also raised financial year 2023 estimates by 2.6%. Citi has cut the financial year 2022 core net profit estimates by 3% as it expects additional cost headwinds will offset other benefits in the financial year 2022. CSR hits over 13-year high on profit jump, special dividend. The share price of the building product maker CSR Limited rose as much as 7.952% to $6.38 Australian per share, and this is the stock's highest mark since April 2008. CSR Limited has reported a 19% rise in full-year net profit after tax and stated it will pay a special dividend of 9.5 cents per share. Up to Tuesday's close, CSR Limited stock has risen 13% this year so far. Another stock that made the news today is Pure Hydrogen, who signs the water supply agreement for Project Jupiter Gladstone. Clean energy company Pure Hydrogen Corporation Limited shared that it has struck a water supply deal with the Gladstone Area Water Board for the supply of water for its planned large-scale Project Jupiter hydrogen plant will be located in Gladstone, Queensland, as per the ASX release of Pure Hydrogen Corporation Limited. The announcement also stated that the contract is part of the company's initiatives to secure supply of critical inputs such as water and power for Project Jupiter to proceed. Thanks so much for your time watching, and that's all for now. Stay tuned with 𝐾ALKINE TV for more live market updates, and we'll be back with more news on markets, economy and diverse themes and sectors. Apart from the regular market updates, we're also going to provide you in-depth coverage on the post-budget analysis, so stay tuned with 𝐾ALKINE TV, and this is Sage signing off.